In this video, we're going to solve a system of equations that results in either no solution or infinitely many solutions. And this is going to be the algebraic solution. So the way we do this is we attempt to solve the system algebraically, and a couple things may happen. One is we get a nonsense equation like 3 equals negative 5, or something that just doesn't make any sense. This means that there's no solution to the system. Or you may get something that is universally true, like 4 equals 4. This means there's an infinite number of solutions. Another way of looking at this equation is no matter what value of x and y we pick, 4 will always equal 4. So it's an infinite number of solutions. The most common answer is that there'll be a single solution. In other words, you have a value of x, you have a value of y. This gives us a single ordered pair, and this is the most common solution. Most systems result in a single solution. But occasionally, you're going to get something that either gives you nonsense, no solution, or universally true, which means there are an infinite number of solutions. So let's take a look at what this means in terms of graphing. If we graph two linear equations and they're parallel, this means there's no solution. There's no point at where they cross. Or if we graph two lines and one line is on top of the other line, that means there's an infinite number of points that solve both of the equations because the lines are actually on top of each other. So there's an infinite number of solutions. And again, the most common result is you graph two lines and there's exactly one solution. So those are the three situations with graphing. Let's try to do an actual problem, and you'll see this illustrated. So here we have a system of two equations, and this looks kind of like it's set up for substitution. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use substitution. I'm going to substitute equation B into equation A for y. So we'll write 6x plus 2, parentheses, that's 2y, equals negative 4. And the y value is negative 3x minus 2. So here we'll get minus 6x, and 2 times a negative 2 is a negative 4, equals negative 4. 6x minus 6x cancels out, and we end up with negative 4 equals negative 4. And what this means is that no matter what values of x and y we pick, negative 4 will always equal negative 4. So this has an infinite number of solutions. An infinite number of solutions because this is a universal truth. This will always be true no matter what values of x and y we pick. Let's try another example. Let's try this system. In this system, it looks like we could use elimination if we were just to multiply this first equation by a negative 2. So let's do that. Let's multiply, and again, this is equation A. Let's write a modification of equation A, multiplying it by negative 2. So we'll get a negative 2x, and this will be a plus 6y, equals negative 2 times 2 is a negative 4. And now we're going to add equation B and equation A modified. We're going to add them. And when we add them, 2x minus 2x, 0. Negative y plus 6y is 0. So we have a 0 on the left side of the equation. The equal signs are lined up. And 3 plus a negative 4 equals negative 1. This is obviously something that is false. This can never be true. There's no value for x and y that will ever cause 0 to be equal to negative 1. This means there are no solutions.